What up, everybody? Welcome back. We got Brian Pay with us, the crazy anomaly Amazon success student, the seller pro in the flesh with us. We're on a crazy high-rise. Where are we, man?
Downtown Seattle.
Downtown Seattle right now, having a wine and cheese night. But I brought Brian out here on the patio just to kind of tell you guys how he got successful so fast. Tell him about that little metaphor you're talking about, just moving the blockage.
Like a lot of things that I notice, because I have a lot of Luke students reach out to me and I'll help them, is that a lot of people, when they're having an issue, they're not trying to solve it, right? So like, imagine you hit a block, like, oh, I'm trying to register this and I can't figure it out. Luke, what are you doing? Brian, what are you doing? Try to solve it. Figure out your problem, solve the problem, move the bag, move the block, go on, because there's gonna be another block. That's what FBA is it's constant problem solving. Like, that's all I did. You could go back to our first interview that we have, first or second interview, and I'm just talking about how I solve problems the whole time. Like,
exactly.
I'm an idiot. I'm a trainer. I just solve problems. Like, at the end of the day.
And that's all it really takes, because people will ask me a bunch of no-brainer questions, and one of the courses I took by Kevin David, he literally talks about have a GIN mentality.
Yeah.
That's a GIN, an acronym for Google it now.
Yep.
Google it now. Figure it out. That's how I did it. I took the course by Tanner J. Fox in the beginning, and you know, I kind of failed. I never really lost money with my first 3 products, but I didn't have the one-on-one mentorship I needed, and that's why I provide it to everyone that takes my program, because it's just that little bit of advice that you need. Like,
how many times did I call you? Like 3 times, maybe?
Honestly, you and I, after our first one-on-one, like 30-minute call after you finished the course, you're like, oh, yep, let's do that product. I know what I need to do now.
Yep.
You started hitting up suppliers, and then he's like, 17K in his first month, and then 14K in a day. So, yeah. I mean, what other kind of points do you have about, you know, what process you've gone through, how you found your product, like some other little tips for people on the sidelines?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically everything. I think I'm not anything special. I just followed the course. Like, you know, low reviews, high revenue. Maybe not try to take over the world, because I'm noticing that with a lot of people, they're trying to make 10, 20K right off the rip of one product. Do kind of what we're doing, where you might launch a product for 3 or 4K in the first month, and then as it's profitable, obviously try to scale that, but don't just sit on a product, launch another product. And then as that's profitable, right, let it pay for itself, get another product. Don't just keep throwing money at something that's not working. Let it build itself, and as it goes, then you can scale it faster.
And when you first launch a product, you can't get discouraged. You have to constantly optimize your listings, keep going tweaking, man.
I would tweak mine every day. If I kept my listing the same, I wouldn't have broke 4K, and I broke 17, because I literally was tweaking it every day. I was going based off sales and numbers and looking at the ACoS of everything, and just constant new image. Let's try this image. Oh, let's try this text. Oh, let's try this bullet point. Literally constantly trying to improve it. And I'm still doing it now with a listing that did over 30K last month. So I'm trying to make it better and better, because as you make it better, you make more money. And that's all, the whole reason I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to live in one of these.
Hey, that's what's up. And straight up, that's what it's like, because when you have that product, you're launching it, you're like, hey, it's not making the sales I want. My ad spend, it's not making me a lot of money right now. Well, do you even have a review on your product? Get a couple reviews and then charge a no-brainer price for your product. That's
build
almost
reviews and then up it.
Yeah, I mean, just get those sales in the beginning so that you can rank for the keywords. Let your Amazon advertising just show off everywhere and be like, wow, that price is so low, I need to buy that, when it has 2 reviews, and it just launches.
We don't even run ads anymore. Everything I sell is organic unless it's a new product right now.
Wow, dude. And how many products have you got into launching, and have you learned that more of the process? Like, how much of the process do you keep learning every day? I know you learn a lot, but it's like...
Yeah, I mean, once you have it down, launching a new product is pretty similar, unless it's like a new space, and then obviously it's just like tweaking. But I think right now we have like 9 or 10 SKUs.
Dang, 10 products, and he got the course?
About 5 products, but 10 different SKUs, so we have variations.
So that's what you can do as well. When you have a product that's maybe doing really well, you can launch a new variation on that same listing, and then you'll automatically start having like however many reviews that listing has. So you launch a new black and white one on that listing that's already got 50 reviews. Well, that's a brand new product that's going to start making you more money.
And if you're trying to get into something that already has a ton of SKUs, but you're like, man, I don't have enough money to launch like 4 different variations of this product, do one SKU, do one variation. You can add another variation later. Make it same thing. Let it profit itself, build it from itself. Don't force it. I had a buddy of mine sign up for Luke's course. I went to his house the other day to help him, and we had that same conversation.
Oh, that's my guy.
Just literally, don't put any more money, let it pay for itself. Unless you fail, and then obviously try again. But you got to have the mindset of, it's never going to be perfect, and you have to be able to problem solve.
Problem solve. That's the whole point of this whole video. I mean, that's what the way I did it. Like, to finish my story, I mean, I took that course. The guy never really even answered me more than a 2-word response, and it was because I just read all these articles, watched more YouTube videos, Facebook groups.
You wanted to make money. That's me. I wanted to fucking make money.
That's exactly right. I mean, any last closing words? We're gonna wrap this one up in a second, but just
so don't overthink it. If you see something that's there, go for it and go along the steps if it's there. But like, obviously, if you think it's like something restricted and you're already running into problems about like creating your brand or like, you know, creating your seller account, and you're thinking about doing a restricted item, I probably would avoid it, just because if you're having trouble doing that, you probably want something a little more simple at first and then maybe get into a restricted space later. Because like, if you can't problem solve at that level, start with something easier, start making your money, and then as you get more comfortable, maybe try to do something a little more competitive.
Dude, that's the way to do it, because I mean, once you go through my program, which we'll have a link down below, we'll also have Brian link down below, his Instagram and YouTube. But I just really encourage that you go and, okay, we got our buddies here. I mean, I encourage you to check out the course, because there's not a lot of people doing one-on-one help finding you products after you finish the course. And
yeah, he does it every time.
Yep. So
I've been telling him to raise the price.
And I'm updating the course right now, and I'm gonna raise the price. This is a little pre-announcement, but it's gonna go from $497 to like $697, and then like a $1397 offer. And I'm gonna be removing the free one-on-one call after people finish the course. It's going to be an additional add-on for like $100 extra, just because I've been getting swamped. But I'm going to be updating the course to have literally every question that you have just answered right there. So I'm doing these calls. People are blown away by them, and I hope you are too. So please drop a thumbs up. Go check my boy out.
Check out the IG, the YouTube I've been sloughing on.
Okay,
IG.
we'll link his IG below. All right, guys. Peace out.
Peace.